Folks, welcome to Tank Tuesday, and if you're new to this channel, we have a couple pet bass named Bonnie and Clyde, and we also have one big bluegill named Sheriff, and this is our 300-gallon tank. And normally on Tank Tuesdays we upload a video showing this tank, and we may do some aquascaping or planning. We got a crawfish down there named Larry the Lobster. We also have a 55-gallon tank that has a new pet bass in it, but this week we're doing something different. So on our YouTube channel, we normally either upload fish tank videos like this tank, or we upload fishing videos, and specifically topwater videos. That's what we really enjoy doing. But today we're going to do a hybrid style video. We're going to do some tank stuff, and we're going to do some fishing. And we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. And this is our 55-gallon tank, and this is where we keep our smaller fish, our catfish, and our new pet bass Moby. That's him right there. So we're going to go ahead and roll through with some of that fishing footage and topwater footage, but let me tell you, you do not want to miss the end of this video, because this guy eats his first minnow, and I'm telling you, it's some of the wildest footage I've ever seen. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video and check that out. Let's roll those topwater clips now. Alright folks, we got a beautiful morning, a great start to the day out here. We've already seen a few eagles flying around. We are at Lake Beer, because that's the only sign that's out here. It's the only thing I know to call it. I've fished this lake one time before, and we got out here this morning and they have aerators on. You can see my buddy Corey here, he's already getting a start on them. So you guys that have followed my channel for a while, you know Corey. He and I have been topwater fishing for a long time, and you hadn't seen him in the last 6 months because he's been training to run a marathon. And he actually just got done running a marathon, and he had to miss about 6 months of his good topwater fishing. So, Corey, was it worth it?
No.
But he's at least in good shape now. But he's finally done with that, back to topwater fishing with me. So, you guys, if you got any marathon runners out there, leave a comment below. Would you rather be out here topwater fishing or training for that marathon? But I'm fixing to put this camera down. We've got all these little aerators out here. We're going to go hit them. That seems to be the hot spot this morning. A lot of shad popping around them. So we're going to get some topwater out and hopefully get on a bunch of them. First fish of the morning here on the whopper plopper, 110. You can see when they start swarming. There we go. Oh, there we go. Better fish right here. Or either I got him foul hooked. Yeah. This will wake you up. Man, he's pulling drag. I still haven't been able to see him yet though. Oh yeah, that's a chunk right here. And I don't have him hooked that great either. Let's see. Bring him all the way around the boat and try to lip him over here. I was not expecting this. Yes, sir. Jesus. Look at that.
Look at the eyeball.
Dude, I had no idea that fish was that big. Giant eyeballs. Man. We've been seeing nothing but little fish hit right here off this aerator. And I just kind of had my popper sitting right there in the water, and I guess he wanted a little bluegill snack this morning. Man, I didn't even bring my scales, but I can guarantee you that's 7+. Big old eyeballs. That's the way to get started this morning, for sure. Well, definitely wasn't expecting to start the day like this, but we'll take it, man. That is just a chunk right there. Gonna go ahead and let her go. Get after some more. 7-8 pounder is the way to start. Kinda doesn't get any better than that. I would have thought the blow-ups around the aerator would have lasted longer too. As soon as the sun came all the way up, they almost stopped. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Maybe around the wood is the key here. Fatty on the popper. I think I'm gonna flip him. I think he's got it good. Yeah, he got a mouthful of it. Man, this is how you want to start the morning, folks. Top water fishing. Man, they are just eating this custom painted bluegill this morning. Love it. Alrighty, they're looking for little bluegill snacks. Got it. Right off the edge of that tree there. Smallest one of the morning for me, but we'll take it. Alright, we gotta go back and grow up a little. There you go. We got a double up. I think you got me beat. Yeah. Yep. The dink challenge. Definitely got me beat on that one. Mine couldn't even blow up on it. He's a little too small. He just sucked it under. Oh, talking about a blow up. For a pound, 2 pound fish, that one hit it as hard as you could hit it. Oh, he might be 2.5. He's a little fatty. Yeah. You got it too. Yeah, I underestimated this guy. That's a 3-pounder all day long. Got it. Gotta love that. That's why topwater fishing is the best kind of fishing.
I'll take one, thank you.
Holy fish. I tapped the popper so.
Oh my god, that scared.
It's like they tried to kill it on impact. Corey was just sitting here talking about, well, I might swap to a popper. No, I think that's the answer right there. These little custom poppers are getting it done this morning. Had my camera off during that strike, but that was a blow up. Oh, it took that long?
Mm-hmm. The littlest fish award. Look at this, a bluegill. Huh?
Man, look at that. You got a big sunfish.
Look at that.
Look at that. He came after it twice. It took
He
him 2
did.
shots. You never know what old Corey's gonna catch here.
Can't beat you in biggest bass. I'll definitely beat you in biggest bluegill.
Yeah, that one's the size of Sheriff right there, and that's aggressive. That's quick release.
Yep.
Here we go. There we go. Came up and blew up on it. He was just waiting on the popper to come on by this morning. But these fish can square it up. They get it down deep in their mouth. Chunk after chunk this morning. The bluegill popper is getting it done. Alright, Corey, it's our last spot right here, so here we go. Yeah, last topwater spot most likely. And he held on to it. What is this? Bluegill? I think I've hooked him in the back. Hey, I got me a bluegill.
Top of the nose.
Mm-hmm. Aggressive little guys. Well, folks, there's your answer. A lot of you wanted to see if Sheriff would eat a baby bluegill. This bluegill just ate a baby bluegill. We just doubled up on 2 bluegills. Corey finally on our last spot. Finally getting tied into a big one. Dude, this is a big one too. If you get him around this side, I can help you, but. Oh, on the outside. Dude, don't try to flip him. Bring him around this. Here, or hand me the rod. He's making a rod. Yes, sir. Get him. You look at him. Yes, sir. Look at that fish right there on the belly. Hold him up here. Let's show these people how you caught him now.
Look at that.
Corey's a little rusty. He don't even hook them inside the mouth anymore. He's catching bluegills and bass on the belly. But we'll take it. Man, hold him up right here. Let's see that. That is one chunk. Nice.
There's no better way to catch a fish.
All right, Corey, you redeemed yourself. We were about to end the day and you were going to have nothing but small bass and bluegills. Let's go ahead and let her go. We are going to wrap the day up on that big fish. No better way to end it. That's going to be our last topwater bite. And that is one fine way to end it. She's going to head back down there, go eat her some more than bluegills. You see that sun starting to get high? We've got some spots out here in the middle of the lake. We're going to go out and we're going to test them. I've already marked a few fish out here on humps and a lot of shad. So you'll see that in our upcoming videos. It'll be kind of deep water fall fishing techniques. But we want to get you some topwater action in. Corey, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Glad you're done running them marathons back out here with me on the water. So
yep, me too.
now we're going to roll with some clips of Moby eating some minnows to finish off this Tank Tuesday. Alright, so let's check in and see how Moby's doing. I cannot keep up with this guy's appetite. Look at him, he'll swim back and forth, opening and closing his mouth like he's starving. I feed him 3 worms a night, every now and again a cricket, and he just keeps eating. So I think it is finally time to drop him a minnow in. We actually caught him on a minnow a couple weeks ago, so we're about to see live minnow first feeding of our smallest pet bass, Moby. So I got our smallest minnow picked out, and I have a feeling he's going to try to eat him. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Alright, not sure if you can see how big the minnow is, but we're going to drop it in. It may go quick. I'm not sure. The worms go pretty quick. Yep, it's gone. I cannot believe that. That minnow was a little bit less than half his size, and he didn't even let it hit the water good before it was gone. That is what you call one full bass right there. Look at that belly. Alright, now we're going to roll through some of Bonnie and Clyde's feeding clips and answer questions from last Tank Tuesday. Alright, first question comes from Jaden Ortiz. When will you try to catch a crappie for the tank? So, Guys, I need some input from you all. What I was planning on doing was going to a hatchery that's a little ways down the road from where we live and doing a tour of the hatchery. And this is a place that, for you that are unfamiliar with hatcheries, they basically raise juvenile, you know, bass, crappie, bluegill, shad, everything. And people come buy these fish from the hatcheries to stock their ponds or to feed their fish and that sort of thing. So I was thinking about going and getting a really small crappie from one of these hatcheries, but all the other fish that, or most of the other fish that we have in our tanks are fish that we have caught. So you let us know if you're interested in us going and touring a hatchery, or if you'd rather us go out and catch our pet crappie. Leave that comment below. Next question comes from Adam Witten. What products do you usually use to keep your water crystal clear like yours? We use a product called Purigen that really works, and we have a link to that down in the description of this video. Next up is John Beast Eagle 14. Why is one bass darker than the other? Well, the funny thing is bass change colors throughout the day based on the lighting. So does the bluegill. The bluegill has much more drastic changes than the bass. He'll go from like a dark purple to a really bright yellow. But Clyde, in general, he tends to lean towards the brighter shade, and you can really see his spots really good. But it depends on their mood and the lighting. They can change, you know, from one color to another color in 5 seconds. So it's pretty interesting to watch their color changes based on their mood. Next question comes from Nate the Great. Where do you get your driftwood, and do you soak it or boil it, or is it already treated? So you can get it from pet shops. That's where we normally get ours from. And yes, I highly recommend either soaking or boiling it. If you boil it, it's tank ready really quick. But if you soak it, you need to soak it in a 5-gallon bucket of water until you no longer see that, you know, tea-colored water. You need to put it in there, and if the water's clear 24 hours later, then it's good and ready to go in the tank. All right, and last question comes from Nick Smith. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but as far as I know, bass eat smaller bass. Why aren't Bonnie and Clyde eating Moby? Well, a lot of the people that are new to the channel, they don't realize when we swap from one tank to the other. So we actually have 2 tanks. We have a 300-gallon tank with Bonnie, Clyde, Sheriff, and the crawfish in it. And then we have a 55-gallon tank with all of our smaller fish. That's Moby and Whiskers and Casper and the smaller fish. So sometimes when I swap back and forth from tank to tank, I need to, you know, mention that we're going from tank to tank. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up this video. The one thing I want feedback from you all is this is the first time we've done a Tank Tuesday video and a fishing video combined in one. So I would like to know if you guys enjoy this style video, or if you'd rather us go back to where Tank Tuesday is strictly tanks and aquarium stuff, and our fishing videos are strictly a fishing video, and not combine the two. So let us know if you like the hybrid style videos, or if you'd rather us keep them separate. Hope you enjoyed the video, and either way, we'll see you all next Tuesday.
Bonnie and Clyde were pretty looking people, but I can tell you people, they were the devil's children.